again, friends, and thanks for following my work. What you're about to watch is an amazing recollection of gingerbread projects, mostly gingerbread villages, that I've led throughout the years with teams of volunteers, either colleagues, staff members at various places I worked at and at a school, with student volunteers as well. As you have seen in some earlier videos of mine, as an artist I've worked alone. Several years ago,
I should rather say several decades ago,
I decided to try cooperative projects with others. I picked the gingerbread as a medium to do so. My experiment was so successful that I repeated it in various places I worked at with other volunteers. These volunteers are shown in group photos.
you will notice that for privacy I have pixelated, blurred the faces.
If any one of you recognize yourself, please send me your first name and last name that I can add in the description so you can get credit where the credit is due. Hopefully this will be an inspiration for some of you who desire to work with this delicious medium. Needless to say, those projects required a lot of patience, dedication, time to come to full fruition. We worked on those mostly during the whole month of November to get them ready for display for the whole month of December, which made it worth it to really invest that kind of time in there. So there was a lot of learning, research, a lot of experiment, and everybody had a good time. The finished product being
The pride of the whole team.
we had them on display for the patrons or parents of students or whoever were to visit the facilities and enjoy the show. Now, to be clear, our villages or other creations were mainly made with edible material, meaning that you not necessarily want to eat it, but yes, it's a good cookie dough. It could be totally edible. Not sure after it sits out for a month on the display, but it's not intended to be consumed. It's meant to show some skills, and it's more like a visual display. We took special care as culinarians, professionals and students to stick to as much as possible edible material to build the building. No supports of wood, no supports of cardboard, all being properly designed and constructed, glued with royal icing, a mixture of egg white and powdered sugar that dries out hard as a glue.
And food coloring.
One of the most elaborate
Village.
the one with the river, the bed of the river is made of tallow, mixture of fat and beeswax.
To keep the river water flowing,
There was a bucket of water underneath the table, there was a pump.
that was circulating the water.
Of course, the choo-choo train was plastic and not edible material, and I made the reel for the watermill out of balsa wood because the water was pouring on it for whole months and the gingerbread dough would not.
Survive that.
But for the majority, the rocks, the rock sugar, all this is edible material. In some of the earlier version, we used some little figurines that are not edible to add a little color.
And festive looks to the villages.
And some others we use marzipan figures, which is almond paste, and shape them and make cute little animals and mushrooms and
Ice skaters and even Chef Jacq ice fishing on a frozen pond in Vermont.
we also did some snowmen out of meringue with chocolate top hat. So again, we really paid special effort to stick to edible material. I do hope to hear from all of you. This video is meant to give you some ideas, show you what can be done, and maybe give you some inspiration for something you want to create yourself. Should you want to get the recipe that I used for the gingerbread icing, some templates for a basic building to see the process, just comment below, let me know if there is enough comments, if there is enough interest. I will spend the time creating another video that would be a how-to
video.
Also now, while gingerbread is the theme, gingerbread cookie, gingerbread house, gingerbread village, it's more a holiday tradition. I've worked on several projects that had nothing to do with the holidays. One of them is a Chateau de Clos de Vougeot. We did a replica of the chateau that do actually exist in France, and we did that with a team again for a special event at the St. Louis Club in Clayton, Missouri, back in the days. I worked with my assistant, that is kind of ironic, with a project that she entered in a competition, a grand piano, totally done with gingerbread, glued to royal icing, all edible material. Oh, let me take that back. The branch supporting the
Butterflies.
is actually a branch that's been covered with bread dough. Hope you enjoy. And as always, we content creators live for feedback and comments that keeps us going. We do spend a lot of time, effort creating content for your enjoyment. So please comment below, subscribe if you have not done so yet, press the notification button out there somewhere, some little bell somewhere, and I hope to see you again and again and again, many times, and I will keep working on great content. Oh, don't forget to share. Thanks again.